In this gameplay, I'm going to be showing you guys the return of the 6'11 Giannis build. Yes, this build has made a return, and you guys will see this is, in my opinion, the best small forward build in the game, especially for the 5v5 games. And this gameplay will prove why, because you guys need to understand, this build is a small forward. This is not a center build. This is not a power forward build. This build can easily play shooting guard and small forward. Okay, I made it specifically to play small forward, and in this game you guys will see the logic behind it. As you guys can see, my matchup in this game was actually 6'4". Now when you play rec, you rarely get tall players at the small forward, maybe a 6'9", 6'10" occasionally, but a lot of them are going to be too small. Plus a lot of these guards or players tend to go for fast breaks when the shots go up, and you guys will see why this build is so overpowered. First of all, just starting off the game, okay, you guys will see the pass style on this build. This build was the reason why I put the Magic Johnson pass style on my point guard, because I made this build way before my point guard build. I like the passes I get from it, and the rebounding on this build is just insane, as you guys can see. And this is a small forward build. I still have a center on my team that can also still rebound. And I'm playing with a bunch of randoms here. I don't know any of these guys. This build also has a standing dunk, okay? Like, I love the fact that with this build, I can be very versatile. So this game, this center on our team, he was staying out. He was like a stretch or whatever. So he was basically just staying out, which basically gave me the opportunity to basically be the pick and roll player. And that's why I like this build. You know, if you're setting the screens as a center, I can go I can go sit in the corner. If you're not setting the screen, I can basically just space the floor. And of course, with this build, if you leave me wide open, I've got gold catch and shoot, bro. I'm going to be shooting completely lights out on this build. But for me, this build, again, it can also handle the ball, can put the ball to the ground. And you guys will see, you guys already know your boy loves the Euro step on the 6'11", bro. Now I'm doing on the 6'11 that actually has speed on it. It's just completely overpowered. And look, right here, look, everyone... The Euro step, listen, I've perfected that when it comes to that Euro step stuff. Like, I love doing it so much. It's literally my favorite move in the game. As you can see right here as well, this build also has defense, bro. The reason why this build is so overpowered at the 3 is because it feels like you're having 3, look at that. It feels like having 3 bigs on the team, because I can rebound, and you guys will see by the end of the game what I'm talking about. I can out rebound the centers. I can block their players. I can guard their play. Look, I'm so fast, right? I contested that, and I went back for the rebound. And bearing in mind, I also have a power forward and a center on my team. So it's not like we have no other options on the team and it's just me. But look, right here, I can do a pass, pop, right there, wait for them. Look, everyone's crowded in the paint now because they have to respect the fact that this build is such a great dunker, which of course creates opportunities for the guys at the top. But again, yeah, this build is so fun. I can play at the top. I can just catch and drive. In terms of what you want in a build, this is exactly it. So if you're someone that loves to play primarily as a big man or whatever, and you want to maybe try a different position, I'll recommend this build at the small forward, because again, when I showed people this build, they were laughing at the fact that this build doesn't have strength. And I was trying to explain to them, I don't need strength on this build, bruh. I'm not going to be guarding the centers. I'm going to out rebound them, yes, but I'm not going to be guarding them. I'm just going to be running in away from the box, because they're going to be battling with my big, right? If you think about it, if you're a center, the ball goes up, you're going to be boxing out my center, which basically means I can run around both of you and go get the rebound. So I don't need any strength, bro. All I need is strength and all I need is speed and vertical. And I've already talked about the importance of speed every single time in the game, as you guys can see right there. Listen, any lane on this build, the reason I also love this build is the fact that I don't have to use the dunk meter. Like, if there's an open lane, I can easily go for it. As you guys can see, that's an 85 pass and I have on the break right there. I got the rebound. Look, I ran up the court to get the rebound. Bear in mind, look how many guys are in the paint. I got the rebound again. And this is creating second chance opportunities for the team, which again, it's help. Like, bro, people underestimate the importance of second chance points on this game, which is why all my builds, look right here again, look at the center. See what I mean by that? Like, my center got the board there, but it's the fact that their center is always going to be overcrowded because my build is always going for board. And look, we ended up getting a point there. And this is why the build is so overpowered. It's just the fact that it's so annoying for bigs, because as a big, you have to tell your small forward, bro, you can't go on a break. You have to box out. And a lot of small forwards, they don't even know how to box out. They ain't got the IQ to box out. So I can just go in the paint anytime I want and have a free lane. And again, the reason why I love this build is the fact that every time I get the rebound, I have that Magic Johnson pass style. I can just throw it up. The contest is great on this build. again, bearing in mind, I am 6'11", so I'm gonna contest like a big. Look, right here, this guy bricked. This could be right. I ran into the paint and just went straight back up. I went straight back up with their center sitting there. The center was sitting in the paint, bro. And the thing is, he can't box me out. Because look, how is he gonna box me out? Because I'm running in. Like, he doesn't know what angle I'm coming from, right? Like, you can stay in the paint. Because I'm not the main center, so like it's very hard for you to predict what angle I'm running at. Plus, it's easy for me to see where your box is. Like, if you're trying to box out, as I'm running in, I can easily see where you're boxing. I can run around you and go get the rebound. Plus, you need to worry about your matchup because I'm not the center. And that's why when I made this build, I was trying to explain to people, this is not a center build, bro. Like, this is not supposed to play center. If you play center, you are going to get bullied because you only have a 40 strength. So you don't want to do that. You can contest centers, you can block them, but I wouldn't want to be guarding them the whole game because I ain't got enough strength to be holding them up. And again, if you want to remake this build and put some strength in it, you're more than welcome to do that. But look, these guys are just bricking, and look who's in there again for the rebound, bro. It's so, like, and you guys will see by the end of this game, you know, my stats, my rebounding stats, and my center stats plus their center stats on the other team. Look, again, you see what I'm talking about? See how annoying it is for the center right there? That we literally, even though I didn't get the rebound right there, but the fact that I went in caused a distraction, and then it's either I get it or my center gets it. It's just, they're always going to be overcrowded in there. Look, my match was 6'4". Like, I just waited to get open and underneath the rim, and I just completely dunked the ball, bro. Like, this, for me, this is one of the most fun builds that I have. And guess what? I rarely play on this build because I've been mainly playing on my 6'9", and I've been playing on my 6'8" center, because that just shows you how much, like, how good of my builds are as well. Because if I'm ignoring this build and this build is so overpowered, it must mean like the other builds are crazy. Like, even when I have to bring up the ball, right, he tries to take a charge. Look, right here I was just trying to go for some kind of clip, but my dunk is so high that I don't even have to time the dunk properly, bro. Like, that was early and it still went in. And look, again, going for the rebound, chucking up the court. Like, this is insane. And look, right here, he missed it. Look at the center, bro. The center doesn't know what to do. Look at the center. Look, again, the center has to look. See how I run around him? See exactly what I'm talking about the speed. I can run around you. It doesn't matter if you box out. And that's what I'm trying to say to some of these bigs, bro. Like, yes, you have, you know, high rebounding. Yes, you have, but IQ is always gonna trump the rebound. Look right here. That was a clean block. 2K trying to sell me, bro. But I can see where you're boxing out from, and I can just run around you. As I did a Euro step past there. I didn't even know I could do that. I did a Euro step and I was like, this is a bad Euro step, and I just passed out of it. But a lot of these bigs, look at the big. He has to worry about me. I realized that was a bad oop. He left my center wide open in the corner because, again, I'm like a third big man on this team. And yeah, it's frustrating, bro. Look, even right here, pressure defense against a 6'4". I'm baiting him to shoot, which he ended up doing because I knew he was going to miss it. And guess who got the rebound? It was me again. So he shot the ball and I went for the boards, and it just creates a lot of, you know, easy points for your teammates as well. When you're the primary rebounder, well, not the primary rebounder, but if you can get as many rebounds as this build and you have amazing passing accuracy, okay? We ended up blowing out this team. This was my first game back in the 6'11". No one was playing. None of my friends were playing. I just wanted to try something new. I was like, you know, I haven't played on this build in a minute. And this, if you guys don't know, season 3, I played on this build a whole season and I hit level 40 with none of my friends playing. It was just me grinding the whole season, and I hit level 40 comfortably because this build, I get A+ every single game, even when I lose, because I play well even when I win or lose. You guys can't stop this build from getting rebounds. You're not going to stop him from dunking the ball. So it's super fun. As you guys can see, you guys will see the stats at the end. This is some insane triple-double stats, right? Insane. I almost had a 20-20-20. I was literally trying to get that. But look at the stats at the end of the game, bro. Look at my rebound, and look at my center's rebound, and look at their center rebound. I almost got more rebounds than both of them combined. And this is a pretty standard game for this build. It's not like, oh, this is a one-off game. I get these kind of stats very, like, pretty much on every single game. I out-rebound my center, their center, and they're just like, bro, who's guarding this guy, bro? Who is guarding this guy? But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you guys want the build, I'm going to leave a video link at the top so you guys can click on that to check out the Giannis build. It is very overpowered. It's very, very fun. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video.